Hey, what's up, y'all? It's me, Nate Almighty, and I'm back with another Power Book 2 Go Season 4 Theory and Prediction video. And today, I will explain to everyone how Tariq falls for the okie doke and kidnaps Carter for the entire day, right out of the confession booth, as shown to us in the episode 9 promo, not knowing it was part of he and Noma's grand scheme the entire time, as they formed an alliance at the end of episode 8. It was alluded before the season even started that Noma would set both Tariq and Monet up in the synopsis of episode 9, but of course, they couldn't tell us that Carter would be involved. So I will explain how Tariq falls for this plan, and in the process, Tasha will be kidnapped and possibly killed in retaliation. Tasha may even already be kidnapped by the time Tariq even kidnaps Carter earlier that day, because Tariq will overlook the fact that Carter already told him he has eyes on Tasha in part 1 of the season, and if he had any sense, he would have paid some people to watch over their house. As well as how Drew and Kane will be left out of being in the know, and Diana will end up missing, as Tariq ends up completely in over his head by the end of episode 9. And we need to talk about this right now. This video is going to be another banger, so go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the channel so y'all can get this fire every day, because this is where you will get the wildest, most creative, and entertaining power theories on the World Wide Web. Also, if you're a power fan or power theory content creator, I have ideas for collaboration videos. I'd also love to get both creators and regular fans on the weekly lives that I do 3 times a week, where we can recap the episodes together and talk everything power. I'll also be doing reviews and breakdowns of other shows and movies as well. Let me know if you got a request. And if you want to be a part of that, email me at n.almighty1991@gmail.com, or you can DM me on Instagram at Nate_Almighty_GDA. Now, without further ado, let's get to it. Right now, y'all, let's break it down like this. What we're looking at here is the grand plan to eliminate Tariq and all of the Tejadas, put together and orchestrated by both Carter and Noma. Now, this is not far-fetched after we seen the way episode 8 ended, okay? Now, let me tell you how this is going to go down. As we could remember, way before season 4 began, they gave us the synopsises for each episode. And as part of the synopsis for episode 9, they alluded to Noma sending Tariq and Monet, right, to get involved in something, but it's not going to look, or they will find out that it's not as it seemed, okay? So now, upon watching the end of episode 8, I feel like I've cracked the Da Vinci Code, y'all. So this is how this is going to go down, okay? Carter will allow himself to be kidnapped by Tariq. At this point, we know for sure that Carter is not someone who you can easily get the drop on. We realized this as recently as 2 episodes ago when Monet sent Drew to look after Carter and try to find some dirt on him, only to find out that Carter knew Drew was there and he actually had the drop on Drew. So being that we know, after Tariq just watched Brayden catch an unnecessary body last episode and he was talking about, yo, that wasn't smart, this is how you get caught. We know that even if we see Tariq with guns and he's in the confession booth waiting for Carter, we already know from episode 9's preview that Tariq is not just gonna blast Carter in the confession booth and be done with it. He's too smart. He would know that that would rain down a lot of heat on him, shooting a cop in the confession booth in broad daylight without getting any kind of information on him, any kind of dirt on him. He still doesn't know what happened to Kamal Tate because of Carter. He still does not know that him and Brayden are seen on candid camera killing a known CI, okay? We know this. So Carter, as part of his plan with Noma, being that they know that Tariq is going to be scheming. They know that Tariq is going to be on Carter's head. Carter allows himself to be kidnapped by Tariq. And he will not know that Noma and Carter are partners. And part of the plan was for Carter to be taken. Carter and Noma will have some kind of diversion set for the Tejadas, having them in all different places so it's easier to take them down. Now, as we can see from the preview to the next episode, Monet is going to be in one place. It seems like Noma going to end up in that same place, but it also looks like Diana and Drew are going to be in a whole nother place later that night. And then we see Kane with, seems like he just came back from doing something for Noma, but they didn't show too much Kane. So Kane is going to be wrapped up doing something else. They are intentionally separating everybody, right? And Noma will not tell Kane the plan. Of course she will not, because she does not trust Kane. And there is a part of her that knows that Kane will protect his family if he is able to do it. Now, another thing that I want to speak on as part of this grand plan, right before I tell y'all what's going to happen at the end and how Tasha is wrapped up in this and how Tariq and the Tejadas fell for the trap now, is that Davis is possibly in on it and has been flipped, since he's the one in episode 9's preview who told Tariq to go after Carter. So we have to ask ourselves, is that a coincidence that Davis tells Tariq to go after Carter? Or is it because Davis chose a side? I do not believe Davis will remain loyal to Tariq. I think there's just going to be too much on the line, especially once he finds out that Carter and Noma are in bed together. No pun intended, but who knows? Maybe he'll hit it too, right? Thing about Carter, we have to remind ourselves that Carter is just too smart to allow himself to be tricked, right? And kidnapped by someone like Tariq, okay? But now let's also talk about Nico. Nico is somewhere involved in this plan. At the very top, we can see that it appears that Drew and Diana are going to get into some kind of shootout with Nico and someone else. But Nico is somewhere involved in this plan, and he is likely to remain loyal to Carter until he finds out what Carter had done to Kamal Tate. By the way, in episode 8, it seems like Carter alluded to Nico and Felicia were sleeping together. There's no father that popped up for Felicia's child. Felicia's child is an orphan. Does that mean Nico was living a double life and Nico was Felicia's son's father? Inquirer minds want to know. But anyways, how this is going to go is Tariq will have Carter for an entire day. That's why we see Tariq in the daytime at the confessional, and then we see Carter at the end at nighttime, right? But Tariq will have Carter for an entire day trying to interrogate him and find dirt on him instead of killing him, which won't be easy at all. And he will go the entire episode still not knowing that Carter has him and Brayden on candid camera CCTV killing Zion. And he will not know that Carter has eyes on Tasha. Now, in the midst of all of this, right, because everyone's going to be separated from each other but thinking they work in the same mission, they're going to think that they got something up on Carter and Noma, not knowing that Carter and Noma are in cahoots with each other. Something will happen. This will cause Tariq to be angry. And out of frustration, he starts to beat up Carter, right? Whose hands will be tied up, because there's no way Tariq will be able to hurt Carter in any kind of way unless Carter is tied up. Hence why we do not see Carter's hands the entire promo for episode 9, right? Right? Tariq will eventually get a phone call or some kind of text, possibly about what's been going on with the Tejadas. Maybe Drew possibly dies, Diana's missing, etc. But it will not be looking good for them. And Tariq is going to be like, what the hell is going on? We had all these plans are folding, like something is not right. Who had the drop on us, right? At this point, we will see Carter on his knees on the floor like it appears he is in episode 9's promo. At this point, Carter will be bloody, like I said, from Tariq's assault, right? Tariq was having a free-for-all, punching Carter in the face, headbutting him, all type of stuff, right? It won't make sense to Tariq why their plan isn't working out. And Carter, like the villain he is, will mock Tariq and let him know that they all fell for him and Noma's plan. And finally, Carter will look Tariq in the face and tell Tariq that he has had Tasha tied up the entire time. And got people outside their house. And if Tariq doesn't have Carter at a specific location by a specific time, that she will be killed. And then Carter says that same line to Tariq that we heard at the end of the promo. What you gonna do now, Tariq? What you gonna do, nigga? Forcing Tariq to agree to exchange Tasha for Carter in the season finale. And when they go to make that exchange, I ain't even gonna say no more. In the wise words of Birdman, I ain't gonna say no more. Cause I got 2-3 more videos that's gonna come from what I just told y'all. Be looking out for that. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace.
Can't teach that shit, nigga. Come on. That's God-gifted. That's touched by an angel. That's on the dome, nigga.